All right, this is the first of a couple of videos that are going to be about adding and subtracting unlike denominators with rational expressions. So you're going to notice that we have a 3 and a 2 here, so they are unlike denominators, which means we just can't add them. We got to make them the same. The easiest way is to say, well, if this is a 3 and that's a 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that value of a 2 and I'm going to multiply this 3 by 2, but what I do to the bottom of that fraction, I'm going to do to the top of that fraction. You'll notice now that I have a 2 over here, I have a 2 and a 3, I'm going to bring that 3 over here. I'm going to just multiply by 3 on the top and the bottom. Notice now that the denominator is the same, 2 times 3, which is 6. And then I have 2x plus 3x. So 2x plus 3x. And now I have 2x plus 3x, which is 5x over 6. Now, as we know, we want to go ahead and make sure that we've got this simplified. I know 5 and 6 are fully simplified fractions. I've got the value of x. But what I want to go ahead and do, as we all know, is I'm going to share the screen and we're going to go to Desmos. So I went ahead and put that on there. You're going to notice that I've got x over 3 plus x over 2 there. And I'm going to type in 5x divided by 6. And if it's correct, then they will overlap. Notice that the graph does go from blue to red, blue to red. They are exactly the same, okay? While I'm here, I'm just gonna go ahead and let's do one more problem. Okay, so stop sharing that. Let's go ahead and do one more that's just slightly more complicated, and then I'll make another video as they become a little bit more complex. So I've got x plus 10 over 6 minus 2x minus 1 over 30. Now this one is tricky. You'll notice that I've got a 6 and a 30 here. So I'm going to ask myself, I can multiply this by 30 and this by 6 if I wanted to, but I know that 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 times 5 is equal to 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the bottom by 5 and the top by 5. And when I do that, check this out. You need to make sure that you put that whole thing in parentheses. Now notice the denominator, 5 times 6 is 30. And then I'm going to write, well, 5 parentheses x plus 10 minus, and this goes back to what we did in the last couple of videos, minus parentheses 2x minus 1, okay? And I just need to clean it up. I need to distribute the 5 in, so I'm going to write 5x plus 50. And then I'm going to distribute that negative in, negative 2x, and positive 1. A negative and negative make a positive. And that is all going to be over 30 still. Okay. And then I just keep going. I do 5x minus 2x, which is 3x. 50 plus 1, which is 51 over 30. Okay. Now the one thing I do want to do is go ahead and put that in Desmos and check that. So 3x plus 51 over 30. So let's go to Desmos. Oh, man, looking rough today. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type that in under here. So 3x plus 51 in parentheses. Got to make sure that is in parentheses divided by 30. And they are the same. You notice that overlap. They're exactly the same, so we're in good shape. I do want to go ahead and see if this is fully simplified. So I'm going to type in, notice the numerator has got a binomial 3x plus 51. So I'm going to type that in real quick, 3x plus 51. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and look. I'm going to say, hey, look at, there's an x-intercept over there. Okay, so let's find that x-intercept is negative 17. So I'm going to annotate, let's go ahead and do a little drawing real quick. And I'm going to say, okay, well, that must be 3 parentheses x plus 17 all over 30. One thing that I do know is that 3 goes into 30 10 times. So I'm going to get x plus 17 over 10, okay? And As we've constantly done over and over and over, I'm going to take that answer, I'm going to check it. So I'm going to type in x plus 17 in parentheses, all divided by 10. Notice they are the same. All three of those, turn them all off, are the same. So red, then blue, and then let's change it purple. There we go, all exactly the same. That means x plus 17 over 10 is our final solution.